Hey guys, thank you for your comments. I've identified 8 points that you've asked. Number 1, can you change the pay rate? Well, thank you for the comment. Yes, you can, but I had forgotten to put the actual button in there, and here it is. So it's just next to the name. So if you click on that, you'll get the form for changing the pay rate. Let's say here I've put 100 CFA in there for Fideline. That's maybe not quite enough. And let's presume that she actually received 10,000 CFA. So here you can just change it. Question number 2, can you put extra lines in bonuses? Yes, of course you can. For this to show, I've actually increased the box for the comments for the bonuses as well as for the other fees, which would be deductions essentially. So we've got a bonus in there already, which is 500 CFA for a good worker. And you want to put another one in there, say lots of tips from patients equals, I don't know, you want to give another 1,000. Please notice that you need to calculate the total of those bonuses yourself. The same accounts for the deductions. Let's say other deductions equals 160 CFA, and that'll then calculate up to 200, right? And you can have as many lines in there as you like. 80 bonus 1 equals 500. So that would be another 600 on top, so that would be 2,100. Notice that Fideline is not living on the compound, I believe. So I haven't put anything for the rent for housing, and I'm not sure if she's a church member, so I haven't put in tithing. Here you can see no rent for housing. And what you can see is that we've got the gross salary, you've got the bonus for the good worker, the lots of tips for patients, the Haiti bonus 1 and 2, whatever, and the total amount. The same for the FIR and the other deduction and the total here. I think that's probably the most flexible way of implementing this, I think, because that way you can have as many bonuses as you like. If you want to have 100 bonuses, go right ahead. The pay button disappeared. Yes, that was actually implemented already, and you can just set that the number of days in the config file, which leads me to the following. Okay, so in the config.inc.php, now that's something that you only do when you set up the software, and then you should normally never touch this again. You've got some default rates in here. So you've got the income tax rate, which is 10.5%. The rate Social Security for the employer, 16.5%. Rate Social Security staff, 3.5%. So you can see 0.0035, right? So that would be 3.5. Kermit, you mentioned something that other countries may have different tax structures. Now, as I don't know anything about these tax structures, I would probably need your input on that. You can put a thing in here saying exclude bonuses from Social Security and tax. So if you want to exclude those bonuses from the taxing, then you would have to put a 1 in here or a true. And here's the thing that I just mentioned, days hiding the pay button. Okay, so right now I've just done 14 days, assuming that you'd have a pay cycle of 28 days. So yes, if I click on pay salary, here we are, just to demonstrate that it's actually working. See, it's gone. Wow, cool, huh? And when you print this whole thing, it looks like this. Here you can see that it only prints the current pay slip and not all the other payments, even though this is shown on the form that we've just seen here. Okay, so this is the staff account summary. That'll be a very long list after some time, so that the employee can actually look at what transactions have been done on his behalf in terms of taxing, in terms of Social Security, in terms of tithing, in terms of salary, in terms of payments from and to the pharmacy or any other thing. So this is basically the the staff account summary for everything that has been done with that staff account. Yeah, but that's not being printed. Usually you don't want to print that out. If you need a printout for that, very easy. Would not be a big deal to implement that quick. I like your comments about those cumulative amounts here, which would basically add up each month for the current year. In my payslip, I have that, and so I just implemented it. I don't know if this is useful. If you find it confusing, I can just take it out. Let me know what you think. And here you've got the print date of the payroll slip. So that's the today's date with the time. And you could actually, or the accountant could actually prepare all these things. And when the employee then sort of gets that thing, he could have the employee sign it and put the date of the signature, like when he said, yep, that payslip is okay. Yeah, so that's the payslip. If you want the actual payment and the date, very easy, as you have an account transaction that you would do then. Okay, so maybe you would do that on the same, like when the employee comes. I would think that the accountant could just do these steps that I'm doing right here with the employee. That I would think would be the best idea. So let's go to Fidelin. And then we can just say prepare transaction with the date and the time of today. So there's your time when you actually paid the thing. So you've got actually effective both dates. Unfortunately, there is no easy way to reverse a salary payment if you've paid them twice. That's at the moment a pain in the bum. If this is needed, I guess it shouldn't be too hard to implement. And that was pretty much it from what you've asked. Let me know your thoughts, let me know your wishes, and thanks for watching.